Terry Peacock with Wilderness Innovation. I'm here with something that's really ticked me off today, and I just want to get it off my chest and you know, just put in my 2 cents about this thing and try to solve the problem, and hopefully you guys out there will tell people around you the same thing. But I'm definitely not a tree hugger. I mean, I've got stuff like this that I've cut up and that, although these poles for this tarp are off of some trees that had the beetle in them, were dying trees that the Forest Service had cut down, and we just cut off the tips for some straight poles. But nonetheless, I'm not, you know, if I need to utilize something, I'm not afraid to utilize things out of the forest or out of nature. But I try not to do things where I waste them. But I just wanted to show you something at this campsite that is pretty irritating. There's just a dirt road to get into here, and there's no services at all. But it's really nice because it gives you a lot of privacy that you wouldn't have at a regular campground. The thing that aggravates me is that people tear up these trees in here, and now you have trees that, you know, some beautiful groves of trees to camp in that, you know, eventually are going to die because of all the abuse these trees have taken from, I won't call them campers, I don't know what they are, abusers of some kind. But let me show you some of the damage, and maybe it'll tick you off as much as it does me. Now this tree, all these trees I'm going to show you right here in our little camp area, and we didn't do it. And you notice, look, all these trees are just drizzling all the sap and everything from all the damage that's been done. But people have hacked. These are a little bit older injuries, but you can still see some of the hatchet marks and stuff in some of these. You can see even some fairly fresh hatchet marks right here on this one. And this whole thing right here was just chopped out of this tree. And then this whole area over here was damaged, and then we've got some insect damage into there now. But you look up here and you see this tree is just bleeding sap like crazy. All these hatchet marks there and there and there and there, there, here. I mean, and even into this wood that's trying to heal here, we've got a bunch of new hatchet marks in here. They've just, it's like somebody had nothing to do but just stand there with a hatchet and chop things, and it's very irritating. Let me show you, this is a tree near the fire where we've kind of got our stuff stacked, but you can see all kinds of hatchet damage here, even some fairly fresh stuff probably this year. And here's an area where somebody just stood there and just chopped and chopped and chopped, just chopping a hole into the tree. For what reason, I have no idea. Even up here, and you see right here a fresh hatchet line there. Or maybe that might even be a saw that somebody sawed into. And here's a very bad part. This is the same tree. Amazingly, it's still alive somehow. But look at there, I can get my whole hand back inside of here with everything they've chopped into here, and they've even tried to light the live tree on fire, you can see. In here, chopped all this up, all into here, more chop marks here and here. All kinds of chopping down in here. These trees have just been tore up. Another one back here. It's just been really hacked up. You can see some of these injuries are old, but I assume it's probably the same kind of stuff been going on. But you come around here and you see the hatchet marks into here and here, all up through here. And it's just, it's pitiful. Now here's some more. This is one of the trees our hammocks are tied to. And it's still alive, amazingly enough, but look how much damage there is in here. Look at all those hatchet marks, chopping, and then some trees we see where where they've shot into them with guns and stuff, and I think that's the case here. There's another one, I don't know if I remember to get to it. You can still see the bullet in it, and it just exploded part of the tree out. You see all the sap and stuff running out of here, and you see all up in here, and there's a lot of this area up high. There's like somebody reached as high as they could and chopped with a hatchet. Some more little marks. There's a hatchet line there. Just some bad stuff going on here. Now, you know, granted, trees do get disease and damage on their own as well, but here's more hatchet marks here and here. There's just a lot of abuse in this area. Now this is one of the larger trees in our campsite area here, that it really provides so much shade and shelter and everything here. Very nice large tree, beautiful tree. But you see somebody's hacked away the bark and then got down in here to the sapwood and everything and started chopping into that. And you know, you get a large tree like this and start hacking into it. Here's some more damage here. Looks fairly fresh. This might even be this year. Then come around to this side of the tree and just look at all this thing is just sticky with all the sap running down through here from all the, when you really start looking in here, just chop marks everywhere, all over the place in this tree, and it's just really been hacked up. Let me show you a couple more here. Okay, this is some old damage here. You can see still some of the old hatchet marks up here into here. A lot of old hatchet marks down into here. You can see these like this and down like this. And consequently, there's been a lot of damage to this tree. You got insects into there now, stuff like that. Some more chopping. I really don't understand it. Why somebody just chops for the heck of chopping. But here's another one here. They've made a deep gash with a hatchet, and all the sap that's bleeding out of the tree down here. And you've got all kinds of marks into here. Now you can see this tree has a lot of insect damage, and I'm not sure if that was perhaps caused due to the damage from all the chopping. But most of the insect damage I can see to the tree is in the areas where the chopping has occurred. But you see it's just loaded with chop marks just everywhere, like somebody just had nothing better to do than to just chop and chop and chop. But like I say, this has all become barren now, and the insects are boring in, and this is a tree that's perhaps more than maybe around 100 feet tall, and more chopping into here. And you know, you see from all this, you know, it's probably not going to be long. A lot of the trees that are so beautiful and make such a nice camp area are going to be gone due to the negligence of people. So this is Perry Peacock with Wilderness Innovation. Please don't chop the trees up yourself needlessly. This is not just negligence or whatever. This is wasting and squandering the natural resources. There's no practical use for this kind of activity. We're not gaining anything from it. And you know, if you ever see any of this going on, you know, do your part to try to stop that kind of activity. Make sure, you know, anybody you're around that camps with you, that they know that this is not acceptable behavior. And let's try to preserve our resources the best we can. I know probably everybody that watches our videos enjoys being out in the wilderness and out in the wilds. and don't like to see beautiful places all hacked up and wind up being areas that are desolate and ugly and all that sort of thing. So this is my 2 bits for however long this takes, this little video, but I wanted to show you some of what goes on. I'm sure you've seen it too, but just kind of a little reminder that we all have to do our part in training others, train the next generation, train the young people, hopefully, you know, scouts and other young people, our kids, grandkids, neighbors, whoever. You know, use the resources wisely. You know, we like to have a fire, we like to cut down a dead tree or whatever and saw it up and use it in the fire. But don't just hack up all the live trees and everything just because you're bored. Get a new hobby. Perry Peacock, Wilderness Innovation. Take care of nature and enjoy it while you're out like we do. Have a great day.